Hello, thank you for joining me. My name is Dr. Nancy Reyes. I am a counselor for the EOPS Care CalWorks program. Today, due to the situation we are currently living in, I am bringing you Workshop Wednesday in this new format. I hope you will join me by watching this video or listening to the video. Today we will be covering ensuring CalWorks EOPS Care student success. By this point, most of you, if not all, have already turned in your progress report. If you haven't, there's still time. That's the good news, and I hope you will do that soon. On the bottom of this video, I will link I will give you instructions on how you can still add your, turn in your progress report. So without further ado, let's get started. The workshop that I normally cover is very interactive, but with this new modality, we're going to try to do the best that we can with what we have. So I will jump into the choices of successful college students. And if you see me with the clicker, it's because I am actually looking at the PowerPoint. So I actually begin this workshop by asking students to think about what are some of the actions they identify in successful college students and write those down on a piece of paper. Then I have students walk around or share what they have written, and then the student themselves agree to work on one of those that has been presented. So we'll skip that part of the activity and we'll jump into what are the choices of successful college students. So first I will go over successful students, and then I will go over struggling students. Some of the actions successful students take is that they accept personal responsibility. The student sees him or herself as the primary cause of their outcomes and experiences. So they do not blame other individuals, rather they acknowledge that they have the responsibility they take responsibility for the outcomes that happen in their lives. In addition, they discover self-motivation. These individuals find their purpose in life. They know what goal they have and what goal they're working towards. So this is very important for successful college students. In addition, they have really good self-management skills. They plan and are very purposeful with their actions. So this is a way to minimize inefficiency. They plan what they're going to be doing and they act upon those actions. In addition, they employ interdependence. We all know that no one achieves success alone. We all need a support network. I didn't achieve success by myself. I have a lot of people that supported me, and the same with successful college students. They reach out, they have strong networks. So we already looked at some of the choices successful college students participate in that lead to their academic success. Now let's look at some of the choices struggling students participate in that do not necessarily lead to the outcomes they are hoping for. Struggling students, contrary to successful students, see themselves as victims, and they often say, my instructor doesn't like me. I don't know why, but my instructor, my classmates, they just don't like me. And they see themselves as the victims of the situations rather than knowing that they have the power to change those outcomes. In addition, they have difficulty sustaining motivation. So what does this mean? This means that these students are often depressed, frustrated, and they're often resentful. At the first obstacle they encounter, they become resentful, frustrated, wanting to give up. And especially during these times, it's critical that, we reach out to those students. If any of you are feeling like frustrated because, you didn't sign up for an online modality, we completely understand. This is something that's out of anyone's control, but we want to reassure you that we are here to support you. Myself as an EOPS Care CalWorks counselor, my colleagues, we're all here to support you, and together we will get through this. This is new for me as well. I have never done a video, so you might see that it is a little bit different than what I normally offer when I actually do my workshops, but I'm just trying to do the best that I can also with what I have. And I thought, what a new opportunity, what a new way for also myself to show how I'm embracing new opportunities, and rather than saying, I am frustrated, I've never done a video, I don't know how to do a video, this is a learning opportunity, and I thank you for joining me in this new adventure, and together that we will learn. So struggling students, they see themselves as victims. They often become, they have difficulty sustaining motivation, and In addition, they rarely identify the specific actions that they need to accomplish their desired outcome. So with these students, we see a lot of procrastination. I'll do it tomorrow, the next day, and so forth. And this leads to kind of us putting us in a situation where things don't get done and we just put them off. And at the end of the day, it's so overwhelming. We have so many things to do that we realize, oh my gosh, we feel like we are buried 3 feet, underground when we could have, done one task at a time. But these struggling students put things off, and oftentimes that leads to them being in that situation where they feel frustrated, they feel overwhelmed, they are procrastinating, they feel like there's no way out. Now, let me go over some additional choices successful college students participate in. Successful college students, they're very aware of themselves. They're very mindful. They also adopt lifelong learning, They're very curious. What this means is, I don't say for myself, well, I have a doctorate degree, I'm done learning, I don't want to learn anything new. No, actually, I embrace new opportunities. We now have to transition to online, not by choice. As counselors, instructors, students, we didn't sign up for online modality, but given the situation that we are in, we embrace this new opportunity. Okay, it's a learning curve. There's nothing wrong with that, but I'm willing to learn. I'm open to learning new things. And that's a beautiful thing that successful college students, a mentality that they adapt. I like to call this the creator mindset. They encounter a situation, okay, I have no control over that. That is completely outside my control. But what I can control is how I react to that situation. And I'm going to react in a way where I embrace it. I don't know everything, and I definitely don't know everything, but as a successful student, I can rely on my networks. Okay, maybe someone can help me with this, or I reach out. So also, successful students, they're curious, they're lifelong learners. I don't stop learning. I don't say, oh my gosh, I don't want to learn anymore because I'm done learning. No, especially in these times where it seems like we have a lot of time and we're confined to being inside our home. It's a beautiful opportunity, and with the World Wide Web, it's with the immense opportunities that are out there. We want to learn how to do this, we want to learn how to do that. It's right now is a beautiful time to embrace that situation that we're living in, because it's not just you, but everyone is in this situation. In addition, successful college students have good emotional intelligence. And sometimes I get asked, what is emotional intelligence? And I think of emotional intelligence as your emotions working in your favor, not against you. So I encounter a situation, I become very upset. It's a situation that is just so upsetting to me that, if I didn't have good emotional intelligence, I would do something that would affect me legally, punch a wall, hurt me physically, things that I don't want to engage in. But as an individual that has good emotional intelligence, what I do is, okay, I allow my emotions to work in my favor, not against me. I distance myself from whatever situation is causing me to stir these emotions within me. I go for a walk, I take a moment, I meditate, whatever it is to bring you back to your being, where you can, have good thoughts, think clearly, and make the best decisions. Good emotional intelligence, successful college students have that, which is they allow their emotions to work in their favor, not against them. We are able to step back from the situation. Okay, no, I don't want to engage in that. Rather, I'm going to go for a walk, or I'm going to leave that situation, turn off my phone. I'm not going to engage in those messages or respond right away, because it's not going to be the best version of myself. I will respond once I'm able to think clearly and really express how I feel, how it made me feel, rather than spur of the moment, things that later, I will regret. And lastly, successful students, they believe in themselves. They believe they are capable, that they are lovable, that they're unconditional worthy human beings, and they deserve to be here. To be here at the community college, to be here as students. Sometimes these individuals, something many individuals experience is the imposter syndrome, feeling like we don't belong. But these individuals, they come to the realization, I do belong here, despite me being 18 years old, 40 years old, 50 years old, 60 years old. I deserve and I am meant to be where I am right now, which is being here as a college student, listening to this information. You deserve to be here. You are meant to be here. You are a student. You are a lifelong learner, and you are taking one very important step towards achieving your educational goal, which is, acknowledging that you are a successful student and you're looking out for the resources that will help you be successful in your educational journey. On the other hand, struggling students make important choices unconsciously. So what does that mean? They self-sabotage, they use outdated life scripts. Oh no, I don't want to do that because only certain people study this. My goal is to go to sleep at this time, but I could do completely the opposite. So, those are self-sabotaging habits or things that struggling students do. They have a goal, but they do the opposite, which does not lead them to having the student achieve his or her goal. Struggling students also resist learning new ideas and skills. They find learning can be boring and or fearful, and especially in these times where, like I've said before, we didn't sign up for online classes. I didn't sign up to be an online counselor. I didn't sign up, like no one did, but it's in the situation that we are currently in. This is life right now as we know it. We can embrace it, or we can become fearful and, I don't do that. I don't do online. Or, say with a creator mindset, okay, let me begin exploring. Let me give myself some time. We're not saying in one day to the next, you're going to become completely proficient in all the ins and outs of being an online student and mastering that, but that you're open to that. You have an open mindset to being willing to explore this new realm of education that we are currently living in. Also, struggling students live at the mercy of strong emotions. Unlike successful students that have good emotional intelligence, struggling students, they live at the mercy of their emotions. So what does this mean? Anger, anxiety, or a need for instant gratification, that fuels them. So if they're angry, boom, they will explode. Instant gratification, I am struggling financially, and I want these shoes, I want this item, and I just go and purchase it because I just want that feel good. I wanted to have a feel good purchase. Oh, I want this, I want that. But without thinking, having a plan, okay, this is a goal that I have. Is this helping me achieve my goal or setting me back? Those are some things to consider, and some choices struggling students make. They live at the mercy of their emotions, and that's something to be aware of. Is that, are you living at the mercy of your emotions, or do you employ good emotional intelligence? You have your emotions work in your favor, not against you. Lastly, struggling students doubt their competence and personal value. They feel inadequate. Often, I've heard this more times than you can probably believe. I've heard students say, oh my gosh, Dr. Reyes, I don't know if I belong here. Like, I look around and the students, they're so young, or students that are parents, is this really meant for me? But you have to realize, and that's work that you have to do within yourself, that you are meant to be here at Hartnell College. You are meant to be a student here. This is your place. This is the place for someone like you, someone that wants to learn, whether your goal is to achieve a certificate, an associate degree, whatever your goal may be, to transfer to a 4-year university. You are meant to be here. And we have the tools and support resources for you to make sure that you achieve your goal here. So never believe that, this is not the place for you. Together we will get through it. Like I said, this is new terrain for everyone, myself included, but together we will work through it. If there's anything I can do to help you, please feel free to reach out to me or my colleague EOPS counselors. We would be more than happy to help you, because just as, it's a learning curve for us, we understand that not everyone is comfortable in the online world, and together we can get through this. So what is the number one challenge faced by community college students? You guessed it, time management. Time management is critical to achieving academic success. And as you reflect, if you've already turned in your progress report, or maybe you're thinking within this week, to email your instructors to get your latest grade so that you can submit your EOPS Care CalWORKs progress report. Maybe you're seeing that you don't have the grades that you were hoping for. And you have to think about, what role does time management play in the grades that you have? We recognize that students live very busy lives. Many students are parents, caregivers, partners, employees, students. So, you're being pulled in many different directions. But when you are able to master time management, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. I have 24 hours, you have 24 hours. So how we use our time within those 24 hours really varies from student to student. And sometimes it feels some students are able to accomplish so much in 24 hours. We're like, wow, how do they do it? They're a parent, they're a caregiver, they work and they're students and they have these really good grades. And I'm in that same situation, but why does my time, I don't have time for anything. I don't even have time to go socialize with friends. I feel like, but the reality is that we have the same 24 hours. You have the same 24 hours as I have the same 24 hours. So time management is critical so that you can avoid procrastination, so you can achieve your goals. And with time management, you want to identify your time and energy zappers. What is taking away your time? And once you identify that, then you can establish a plan so that you can, within your day, okay, I need this time to sleep, this time to study, this time to work, this time to, whatever your obligations may be, because for every student, they're so different. Like I said, we have some students that are parents, caregivers, partners, spouses, employees, students that have multiple jobs, part-time students, full-time students. So every student is very, very different and unique in terms of him or herself. So it's really about identifying your schedule, your needs, so that you can develop a plan. So with time management, I want to offer you the 3 S's. The 3 S's are supplies, space, same place, same time. Once again, those are supplies, space, same place, same time. So the 3 S's with supplies, what you need depends on what you are taking and the instructor's expectations. So do you just need your laptop? Do you just need your textbook? Do you need a camera if you're taking a photography class? Whatever your supplies, the supplies that you need for your class are very different from class to class. Do you need textbooks? Do you need a calculator for a math class? So with good time management, first identify the supplies. So the supplies that you need for your class. You can use a calendar to track your assignments. Okay, I have this assignment due coming up next week. So for that specific assignment, I'm going to need a calculator. I'm going to need a poster board so that you can have your supplies. So the first S, supplies. Second S, space. Make sure you are working in a clutter-free, comfortable, quiet environment. I know, especially given the situation we are currently living in, this might be a challenge, but as much as you can, try to secure a space for you where you're able to study. Clear space, clear mind. I personally, and I love to share stories with students, I cannot study, I cannot work in an environment that has a lot of clutter. Clutter makes me not feel good, not be able to concentrate, but that's me. I need it to be very clean, everything organized, so that when I look around, everything's perfect and I'm not distracted by, oh my gosh, look at this shelf, look how dirty it is, look, everything, I need to clean it, because then that will occupy my mind. That works for me. Clear space equals clear mind. But that doesn't mean that it has to be like that for everyone. I've worked with students before in the past that study in the cafeteria. And I'm like, wow, you're able to study in the cafeteria? And they're like, yes, Nancy, as loud as it is, I cannot be in a space that's completely quiet. That will just drive me crazy. So being in this environment where it's completely, there's a lot of noise in and out coming in, they're like, that's where I'm able to do my homework. So everyone's different. It's just a suggestion that I offer, but you do what works best for you. If having a clear, organized environment works for you, then do that. If you need to have music or some background noise, whatever it is that may work for you. So make sure you have your supplies and your space. Lastly, the third S is same place, same time. Create a routine. I think right now, while we're feeling so, anxious about the news going on and everything, is because this has completely thrown us off from our routine. Whereas we used to go to sleep, wake up, go to our classes, engage with other, socialize with other individuals, then do our homework, some of you maybe go to work and then go home. Right now our routine is turned upside down because many of us are working from home, staying home, not going out. And that's completely different because as human individuals, we thrive on routines. I like to know what I'm going to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I already know. Right now is, yes, I work from home, but I can't go out, we can't go out, everything's closed. So make sure that in order to ensure good time management, you have same place, same time. Try to establish a routine, and especially now, given that we're going more, we're on this online virtual world, this is going to be especially critical that you establish same place, same time, so that you can have a routine for yourself. Because we have 24 hours, but within that, we also want to create work, life, school balance, and set aside time for studying, set some time aside for yourself to just have a breather, be able to focus on yourself. If you have worked with me, I'm always a big advocate of taking care of yourself. I always tell students, only you know what's best for you and your family. So make sure you take care of yourself. But within time management, if you can ensure your supplies, your space, same place, same time, that will lead to you being more successful in establishing good time management. Also, you can use some of the tools, especially now that we're in this online world, that are available to you. For example, Google Calendar. As a Hartnell College student, all of you have access to Google Calendar. So that's a good way, to plan out your day, what you're going to study, what subjects. Are you going to study all subjects, some subjects? You can do a daily calendar. You can write it down. I know I'm very old school in the way that I like to have a planner. I like to have a planner and look at my planner every day, look like what my week is going to look like. And I could also do that in Google Calendar, but I just like carrying that book with me and always being able to go and look at it and, erase, which you can also do, but it's just a matter of preference. So whether you like Google Calendar, use your phone, the calendar app in your phone, or whatever other modality, make sure that you create a routine for yourself and you write down what it is that you want to achieve. Because if we don't, then we can encounter ourselves finding time and energy zappers. Time and energy zappers are things that take away our time, and not just like 20 minutes of our time, a lot of our time, without even us realizing that, oh my gosh, before I realize it, I've spent 2 hours watching YouTube videos, because from one video it goes to another, especially now, like on TikTok. I don't personally, haven't seen TikTok, but I hear that it's very, students really enjoy it, and it's addicting. You can watch one video after another. Instagram, Snapchat, whatever it is that may be zapping your time and energy away. Because as much as we encourage you to have work, life, school balance, too much of anything is not good. So if you are spending 3 to 4 hours watching YouTube videos, maybe that's something that you want to reassess and think, where can I focus more of my time and energy in other areas? Maybe in my math class, maybe in my political science, maybe in my history. And it's not that we're saying, no, don't watch videos. I apologize. Don't watch videos. Don't go on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or any of that. No, because I do that too. I find that sometimes I just like to watch funny videos, especially if I've been having like a little bit of a rough day at work. I like to watch funny videos, uplifting videos. So those are all good, but it becomes a problem when you start spending 3 hours, 4 hours at a time on it, instead of, okay, I'm going to set us 1 hour aside every 2 hours I study, or 30 minutes every 2 hours that I study, just to breathe some fresh air, go outside, or watch a video, whatever it may be. So it's not that you shouldn't do it, but you should plan it within your day so that it doesn't zap away your time and energy. Time management is critical to ensuring long-term academic success. So the sooner you're able to master time management, the more successful you will be as a student, because that is one of the #1 struggles faced by community college students, time management. So when I talked a little bit in the beginning about creator mindset, I said a creator mindset is someone that encounters a situation. It can be an obstacle, something they didn't expect. So something happens, stimulus. The student then has a choice. From that choice, they can adopt a creator mindset, or they can adopt a victim mindset. With the creator mindset, the response of a creator is, okay, plan A didn't work, let me try plan B. Plan B didn't work, let me try plan C. They take action. Okay, let me go and do this. Let me go and do that. Let me try this. Let me try that. And they try something new. Because if you're trying the same thing and getting the same results, then you probably want something different. And the result that those creator mindset individuals achieve is they receive the result that they want. If it's in terms of academics, so creator mindset, an event happens, they have a choice. As a creator, the response will be seek a solution, take action, try something new. They will adopt that, and then their result will be they will achieve the goal that they wanted, which could be an A on an assignment, a B grade, whatever it is. On the other hand, a victim will have an event that happens. They will have then the choice. They will adopt the victim mentality, and what will they do? They will blame, they will complain, they will make excuses, and they will repeat that behavior. My teacher doesn't like me. I've heard students say, I have bad luck. Oh, I've even heard some students say, like in Spanish, estoy salado, which means like, I have bad luck. But, and they keep doing the same thing over and over. And what does that lead to? That leads to them rarely achieving the goals that they want, which means in terms of academics, that might be getting a D grade, not a grade that they wanted, because they're doing the same thing over and over. Unlike the creator, they're blaming, they're complaining, they're making excuses, and they're repeating the same behavior, which will rarely get them the results that they want. Unlike the creator, which seeks solutions, plan A, plan B, plan C, they take action and they try new things, and that leads to them getting the grades that they want. So I'm going to read a statement, and as you hear this statement, let me know if this is a victim mindset statement or a creator mindset statement. I am terrible at writing essays, and I will never pass my English class. Is this victim mindset or creator mindset? You are right. This is victim mindset. I am terrible at writing essays, and I will never pass my English class. They're blaming, they're complaining, they're making excuses. I'm terrible at writing essays, and as a result, I will never pass my English class. They're trying to justify in their mind why they're not going to pass the class, instead of being a creator, trying something new, plan A, plan B, seeking new solutions, trying new things. Second example, math is so hard, so I will attend the Panther Learning Labs. Is this victim mindset or creator mindset? That is right. It is a creator mindset. Math is so hard. We're recognizing math is challenging for us. So I will attend the Panther Learning Lab. I'm going to try plan A. Okay, I know I have a challenging subject, so I'm going to go and seek help, rely on my network. I don't achieve success by myself. I reach out to others for help, or I rely on my network. So in this case, I'm reaching out to the Panther Learning Lab. So this is an example of a creator mindset. The last one I will share with you is, I can't study because I don't have time. Is this a victim mindset or a creator mindset? You guessed correctly. This is victim mindset. I can't study because I don't have time. Well, like we've covered earlier in the workshop, we all have the same 24 hours. You have 24 hours, I have 24 hours. I can't say, oh, I have 30 hours in a day and you have 24 hours. No, we all have 24 hours, but how we use our hours within those 24 hours varies from individual to individual. So to say, I can't study because I don't have time, yes, you have time, but maybe you need to reassess, reevaluate how you're using your time so that you can make time to study if that's a goal that you have to pass your classes. So that is an example of a victim mindset. And ultimately, you know, when we shift our mindset from victim to creator, we no longer say, I have to do this, I have to do that. Instead of saying, oh my gosh, it's Monday morning and I have to go to classes, a creator would say, I choose to do this. I don't have to do this. I choose to do this. I don't have to go to school. I choose to go to school. I don't have to come to Hartnell College. I choose to come to Hartnell College. And why is that a choice? Because it's a choice that you're making. You want to achieve a goal, a certificate, an associate degree, transfer to a 4-year university, obtain employment skills, whatever it may be for you. You are not coming to Hartnell because you have to. It's a choice that you make and you embrace that. I choose to come to Hartnell College. And that comes with a creator mindset. So lastly in the presentation, I go over support resources available to students. And then given the situation that we are currently faced with in terms of the college being closed and everything going online, I will make sure to, when I send out this information, to provide you resources for, it's not to say that students are not experiencing anxiety, depression. We still have crisis counseling, mental health, wellness counseling available to our students. We still have support with tutoring through the Panther Learning Lab, but everything now is shifting to the online modality. So I will make sure that that information is available to you. Without further ado, I hope you found this information valuable. Thank you for supporting me. Like I said, this is my first video. As I practice, I hope to get better. But I wanted to make sure that you have this information because I want to make sure that you don't feel like everything's lost. You know, we're in week 9, 10 of the semester. You still have time to make some changes, make some adjustments in terms of your education. Maybe start implementing the time management strategies, the 3 S's, space, supply, same place, same time, or identifying your time and energy zappers and how you can minimize those, like what's taking away your time. And we can, if you need help with anything, please feel free to reach out to me, Dr. Nancy Reyes, or my fellow colleagues, EOPS counselors. So without further ado, thank you so much. I hope you will join me in the next workshop Wednesday, which we will be covering priority registration, priority registration will be Thursday, April 23rd. So in a couple of weeks. But without further ado, stay strong, stay healthy, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.